Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, we're going to be talking about some major hints that Rockstar have actually left in-game and in the files of GTA 5 that could give us some insight on what's going to be coming next. Some of you guys might find this good news, some of you guys might find this bad news, but anyways, let's jump into it today and let's get it started. So the first bit of information actually comes from a user on the GTA forum site, Rex, and they discovered something pretty interesting. So I'll leave a link to the original post in the description. It was actually on January 2nd, 2018 when this was posted. So it's been over 2 months. It didn't get a lot of traction, but now that we sort of are at the end of the Doomsday Heist and what we could be experiencing next, this could be really important. So the post was, I have been experimenting in the creator recently and stumbled across a feature that has been highly requested by the creator community, being able to create underwater. Pre-Doomsday Heist, it was only possible to drop props underwater via the standard way or by manually overriding. However, now we have 100% access underwater. By this, I mean everything. We are able to use the Skycam underwater as well as place props, triggers, start points, take job pictures, or lobby pictures, etc. Going down too far will spawn the camera back up to the surface, and the only 2 bugs I've encountered so far is where you cannot raise props unless manually overridden, and when snapping props, the camera will 90% of the time shoot straight to the surface. And let's take a look at some photos right now of this user actually doing that. You can see they are underwater and they are able to do pretty much anything and everything you could normally do on the creator. I don't know where they are right now. I think they're sort of off the shore near Chumash, or that might even be the Del Perro Pier or something like that. So again, they can place weapons, they can place a whole bunch of different things, and I just think that that is incredibly cool. Now, one thing that this user discovered is that you actually can't fire any weapons underwater. So even though you could place the guns there of course was no way to fire them. So why is this pretty interesting? Well, this is interesting because of what we expect sort of the next theme in online to be. At least a lot of people believe that it's going to have something to do with a new type of race that we're going to be getting in the game. So whether it's called Transform Races Part 2, Transform Races Special Vehicle Circuit, whatever the case is, a lot of people think that Rockstar are going to use underwater vehicles like the Kraken and the Submersible, with the addition of some other vehicles from the Doomsday Heist, many that can go underwater like the Stromberg or also the Deluxo, just to throw that one in there. And they believe that Rockstar is going to do a sort of Cunning Stunt Special Vehicle Circuit Part 2. We heard from FunMW2 a couple of days ago that Rockstar actually has the ability to do that. And I'm not saying that this is necessarily going to be 100% the only theme of the next update. This could just be a part of it. Some sort of thing that allows us to go and do underwater activities. Now, I'm not sure what those underwater activities are going to be. We also got some information from XXII a while ago, who found a lot of code in the game. He posted this. He said, I discovered another new content to be released mid-2018 called Special Vehicle Transform, or we can call it Special Transform Race, continuing Transform Race content. Maybe some of the unreleased vehicles have links to this. And the code line number 1 was Special Vehicle Transform. Code line number 2 is press input vehicle to enter hover mode, while in hover mode, pull back to fly. And then code line number 3, something very similar, press input vehicle transform to enter hover mode. Pretty much the exact same thing. Those seem to be indicators you would see on the screen if you were using something like a Deluxo in race or like a Stromberg in a race. So again, pretty interesting stuff right there. XXII also sort of created his own concept for what that might actually look like. You can see he has some Strombergs racing underwater with the GT Online logo Special Vehicle Transform available in March. Now, of course, that's not official, but it is still pretty cool. And he stated this a couple of months ago by saying the future contents after the Doomsday update will be new race stunts that include new race suits, as files in the game were found for stuntman suits. So pretty interesting stuff right there. Now, I'm personally not necessarily all that much looking forward to something like that if it is indeed the theme. I wasn't the biggest fan of Cunning Stunt Special Vehicle Circuit, especially because it had all the older vehicles just really on like a new track. It wasn't anything all that innovative in my opinion. But I still think this would be slightly cool. It all just depends on how Rockstar does it. when we got that information that we could actually do more stuff with the creator underwater, I'm hoping that's Rockstar wanting to expand to something in the water. Instead of just transform races, I'd love to have maybe like a property down there or some type of business venture that takes us underwater. Maybe we do some sort of really cool mission that takes us under the depths of the sea. I really just don't want it to be related to underwater races. I hope it's something a little bit more dynamic and in-depth for that. And don't get me wrong, I do think the underwater races, if that's something Rockstar adds, would be kind of cool. But I feel like that's the sort of thing where you do it once or twice, maybe even 3 times, and then you kind of get bored with it. And unfortunately, the way Rockstar typically do things with races, they always add like their style of races into the game first, and then they make the talented creators of the community wait like 3 or 4 or 5 weeks in order to get their hands on the creator to make sort of the more fun style of races that I enjoy. And by then, I'm already focused on either new content or what's going to be coming next. So I'm hopeful that if this clue is true and if it does give us a better idea of what's to come, I'm hoping that underwater races isn't necessarily just like the entirety of the update. If it's a part of it, sure, that's okay. But I'm hoping for something bigger and better underwater, whether it's a property or new types of vehicles or a new mission or something like that. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. But I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Let me know what you think the information from FunMW2 means, from what Rex discovered a couple months ago, and what Rockstar added in the creator for the Doomsday Heist, and what XXII has been saying for a while now, pretty much since the Doomsday Heist came out. So like I said, let me know your thoughts, opinions more in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go on to enjoy this video though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.